Miss's chances to get into the tournament, not good.
I think they're going to have to get a little lucky. I think that the more likely scenario is that the season is probably over.
The committee's going to look at them and go, they're not very good. Means you underachieved. It absolutely did. It underachieved, and it's where it is. And it is kind of beating a dead horse. This is a team that you are what the numbers say you are, not what the numbers say you almost were. What the numbers say you are.
It didn't have to be this way. And it truly did not have to be this way.
I never in a million years would have thought this offense would be the reason that they missed the NCAA tournament. Some of it is just they're not as good as we thought they were going to be.
The only way to get to a super regional is get into a regional. So when the odds of getting into a regional are 50% or worse, well, the job security of Mike Bianco is not very good.
For a team that was once on top of the world, the 2022 Ole Miss Rebels had hit rock bottom.
Swing and a miss, struck him out on a high fastball, and Alabama has swept Ole Miss.
South Carolina wins the series, and Ole Miss drops to 21-14.
And the Rebels get roughed up in this one. Want to flush it as fast as possible.
Just remember sitting in the dugout at Swayze looking around, just like, man, this team is not this bad. What's going on here?
This is the best team I've ever played on. We just got to play better.
This team had the talent, yet the losses kept coming. They had gone from the nation's #1 to seemingly last in just a few short weeks.
They came here to whoop your ass in front of 36,000 people. You better not just sit here and take it.
So Mississippi State wins this one 10-7, and the Rebels fall.
And that kind of wraps it all up. Nothing worse than losing on Friday night and then play fireworks to about, 142 people in the stadium. But the shame is you're good, right? And, I don't know what to do.
That's the ball game. Ole Miss gave them a scare but came up empty in the ninth.
When we were 7-14, it seemed like even the games that we dominated, we lost.
Driving back from Arkansas at 7-14, you could feel it a little bit, that we got quite a ways to go to get out of this hole.
But the first thing that I wrote down is, enjoy the ride, right? We talked about that. This is not enjoy the ride like, hey, kumbaya, let's give everybody a hug so everybody feels good. It's the enjoy the ride, the good and the bad, right? Because there's good and bad with everything. Nothing's perfectly good. There's always a little bad mixed in, and negative people tend to focus on that, right? Positive people seem to see more good, but everything is good and bad. So you think you feel bad? Nobody gives a shit. It's the truth. Nobody cares. Ole Miss fans care, your parents care. Beyond that, nobody gives a shit. You wanted to be here. You wanted this. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were tougher.
He struck him out, and the Ole Miss Rebels win over the Mississippi State Bulldogs. That's well stroked. That's at the wall. That is also gone. The Rebels sweep the Missouri Tigers.
Don't let the Reds get hot.
The Rebels have just gone back-to-back home runs for the 5th time this year.
Ole Miss has 2 home runs in this game. It's got 7 in the series now. Is it going to be 8? Oh, yes. The Ole Miss Rebels have that sweep. They've won 9 of their last 11, and they are moving up in the standings.
Following the Rebels' late season hot streak, a series loss to Texas A&M, and a first-round loss in the SEC tournament took fate out of their hands completely.
Rebels will head back to Oxford in the morning, and we'll see what the committee says on Sunday.
Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Championship Selection Special.
There ain't no party like a watch party. Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Louisiana Tech Bulldogs in this region, Coastal Carolina. How about the run? Michigan and head coach Eric Backets went on the Columbia Lions. Well, they got you. UC, Santa Barbara, Grand Canyon, the Lone Star.
With every selection, hopes were dwindling.
Championship came in 2001, last overall appearance in 2016. They'll face the Canisius Golden Griffins out of the MAAC, their fourth tournament appearance, all coming in the last 9 years for the Griffs. Ole Miss is in. Head coach Mike Bianco, perhaps a little bit of a surprise there. The Rebels out of the SEC.
Arizona! We're going to regional. That's all that matters.
No, we're not done by a long shot, baby.
I'm getting tweets from my girlfriend's grandma congratulating me. Everybody knows already. This is unreal, man. They gave us a shot. They shouldn't have. We're in, and we're gonna dominate, man. This is unreal.
That was about our only chance to make it, and we did it. So we're excited for some postseason baseball.
A tropical storm descended on Coral Gables for the regional. But that wouldn't dampen the mood of a long-awaited matchup for the red and blue. The matchup, the same Arizona team that dashed Rebel hopes of a trip to Omaha just a year prior.
Arizona is headed to Omaha. 16-3. They take game 3 from Ole Miss.
Now, the last team in would be the last to start on regional weekend.
Fly ball left field. That might be one there. It's at the wall and gone. An Oppo home run. This is a shot to right. This has got a chance, and that one's gone. Now Caulfield, and it's 2-0 Cats. Some big bats coming up in Gonzalez, Elko, and Graham. Trying to find a rhythm and a spark here. Ripped.
There it is.
Drill. Will it stay fair? Yes! And a 2-run jack. Jacob Gonzalez is 17th, and we're tied at 2.
The Arizona offense that caused so many problems a year ago proved potent in this matchup.
Otremba at second, Davis at first, Bullard the hitter. Driven in the gap. Will it get down? Yes, it will. Rounding third, coming home is Otremba. Right behind him is Davis. Talk about clutch. Bullard steps up, and Arizona's back in front. And that changes the entire complexion of the rest of this one. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Desperate for a response, the Rebs needed a spark.
He can change a game, and I think he's shown that the past couple weeks where he's changed the game himself, but he's also impacted the game in other ways to help us succeed.
Hey, have a day, baby. Have some fun. Let's go.
He's obviously a ball of energy, and I think it uplifts the team. We like to play with energy, and I think it makes us better when we play with energy. And he's kind of the leader of that energy pack.
When you hear Peyton in the dugout, you see this team's energies kind of rise. All the pitching staff in the dugout just hops right on board, hops right on the train.
Let's go! All day! All day!
My role on this team is more than just a second baseman. My role on the team is more than just a leadoff or a two-hole guy that I was earlier in the season. My role is to be a good leader and to be that energetic guy and be the guy that everyone else sees on the field.
Let's do it now! Do it now! Do it now!
Peyton just always stuck with it. It didn't matter how he was doing, it mattered about the team, and that's why he was such a big part in all those, and he deserved all that he got during the regional.
Deep left field, Peyton Chanier. Hello.
Swung on, lifted, left field corner, could be fair. It is, and it's trouble.
1 run scores, 2 runs score. The left fielder lets the ball get away, and the Rebels go on top 7-4.
I would say it was a special moment for him, for sure.
A great lesson that I've learned from Coach B is if you help enough people out along the way, you'll eventually help yourself out. And so yeah, if you can focus on other guys and be that teammate, be that leader, I think it will in the end help yourself out.
Ole Miss survives. 7-4 the final.
Never a doubt. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. Never a doubt.
We didn't get a lot of breaks. Baseball guys weren't friendly to us today, but a huge home run by Gonzo, and then, of course, Big P.
Hey, super proud of y'all. We keep that up, we're going to go a hell of a long way. Here you go. Rebs on 1, 3, 2, 1.
Rebs! The win put the freshman lefty, Hunter Elliott, up against the number 6 national seed Miami Hurricanes. And the hosts wasted little time setting the tone.
Runners hold. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball 4. Blocked up by Dunhurst, and the bases are loaded. And living dangerously is Hunter Elliott.
Early on, I was fighting command, not even command, just throwing strikes, really. At one point, I was like, goodness, I got to try and split the middle of the plate. And that's what I tried to do whenever it was bases loaded. I was like, all right, forget trying to spot in and out or whatever. I was like, I'm going to have to try and throw this over the middle.
2-2. Elliott, the strikeout. An enormous second out here in the first. 29th pitch of the inning. Swung on and missed. The Canes leave them loaded. Houdini Elliott. Wow.
The unflappable freshman's resolve in the first frame paved the way for a postseason pitching duel.
I mean, it's not easy. Palmquist is, one of the best pitchers in the country. But to see Hunter do what he did, I wish I could say I was surprised, but he's just been so good for us the whole year.
He's someone that we knew from the very beginning that he was going to be great. Just from watching him in the fall, he has a ton of confidence and belief in himself, and he's got great stuff, but more than just his actual pitches, I think it's really just the confidence of being able to go up there and say, yeah, I am the man. Like, I can do this. He's had it all year long. We knew he was going to be good.
He's super impressive. He's been one of the best pitchers I've definitely played with before. Reminds me a lot of Doug Nikhazy from last year. He acts like he's been doing it for 20 years and he's in the big leagues, the way he attacks hitters and just the way he controls the mound in the game.
With every pitch, it seemed this contest would be decided by the first flinch from the Southpaws.
Through the right side, line but caught. No, they'll say he trapped it. Morales races to third. Mike Bianco will make his first call to the bullpen. And this crowd has sprung to life in the 6th inning.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, he hits a fly ball to straightaway center field. McCants is going to circle and get it, but tagging at third and coming home to score is Morales. And it's 1-0 Miami.
With 2 outs in the 7th and Miami holding the lead, it was getting close to do or die time.
Full count pitch. Swung on, line drive, left field corner. That's a base hit. Brings Jacob Gonzalez to the plate. Swung on, line drive, right field base hit for Ole Miss after 2 outs in the 7th inning. Not done yet. Here comes Tim Elko.
To the gap. Will it get down? We are tied at 1. Racing home to score is Bench. Right behind him is Gonzalez. Here comes the throw, not in time. 2-1 Ole Miss.
The Rebel Vets turned the tide of the game and passed the baton to the closer, Brandon Johnson.
Pressure packed. Got him. Canes down to their final out. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Johnson, the fist bump. Ole Miss finds a way. 2-1 the final.
Man, it's been fun. It's been really, really hot. As you can tell, I'm soaking wet. I'm exhausted. We're so ready to play. We got to play tomorrow, come out, win, get the job done. Let's go, Rebs!
It was rough early, but I had faith in the hitters. They were going to score, so reps are hot.
That was an unbelievable team win there. Our pitchers were amazing. We came up with clutch hits when we needed them, and that's what we needed to be doing the whole year. And I'm glad we're turning around. We're doing it now. The Rebs are hot, man. The Rebs are hot.
The Rebs were hot all weekend. It seemed the only thing that could cool them down was the weather.
First pitch, number 6, scheduled for 420.
Been ready since 1. No, since 9, actually. Gotta get breakfast in. It's now currently 5 o'clock. Start time's at 5:20. Let's get after him.
After 6 straight balls, this one driven to the gap, and does it have enough? It does! Rebels strike first, and it's 2-0. Tremba sends it to left center. That ball is gone. And the Wildcats tie it up at 2.
Murphy delivers. Swung on, and that's a high fly ball down the left field side. It's at the wall, got a chance, and it's gone, and it's a 2-run shot for shot. Another payday. Payoff pitch. Smoked. Left field. Will that ball carry? Will it go? Yes, it will. And the Rebels expand their lead. Did he do it again? On its way, yes he did. Tied at 5. And Diamond couldn't even watch. He knew. In a brand new game in the bottom of the 4th.
You know, it starts with momentum. They definitely took the momentum back from us a little bit, and the best thing to do is just punch right back.
And him being able to go in an account like that, as deep as it went, and didn't win it, the emotion was really real for him and really real for us, because he knew the second he got on, turned the line over for us, that the game was over at that point.
Bases are loaded. Fastball swung on. That's a shot to center field, left of the batter's eye. It's a grand slam, and Ole Miss goes up 10-5. Oh my goodness, we've been waiting on you, Kemp. Served into right field for a base hit. Line to left, and a double for Chatinier. How about that? You've scored 18 times. You've only left 1 runner on base tonight.
The captain's game told the story of the day.
Another charge. Deep right field, and it's gone! For the first time in his career, Tim Elko goes yard 3 times in a game.
And earned him a regional MVP.
The Rebels run the table in South Florida.
Listen, I'm really proud of you. Man, if you look at this, and as Coughlin said it a long time ago, damn, the bench's grandmother again.
It is. He thought.
Hey, a month ago, I don't know how long ago, at one point, I think we were 7-14. I think we're 22-17, and it didn't look good. But I'm proud of the way you hung in there and you played your asses off. And you know, Coughlin's right, Louie's right. They're all right. What a great story this is making. All right, and I'm proud. It's, as we said at the beginning, just handle it. And you've handled it all year. You've handled the good, and you've handled the bad. You've handled this trip. This wasn't an easy regional. It wasn't easy competition. They didn't make it easy on us to send us down here to play Miami at Miami, where they never lose. And then, of course, the other team will be the team that the last time we were postseason kept us from Omaha. You handled it. The weather, the 3 different planes. It rained out on the first day, but you just played good baseball. The story's not over yet, gentlemen. Right? We got a couple more chapters to write in that book. So again, enjoy it, because it's what it's all about, and you deserve the heck out of this.
I love all these guys with my whole heart, and just so proud of how we've come through and overcome so much this year. It's been a crazy ride, but we've got a lot of story to left to right, so excited to keep writing it.
There's 298 teams that started the season, and now we're down to 16, okay? You don't get to this point if you're not good enough. People don't realize it. It's been hard for you. Not because you lost and you were 7-14. It was hard climbing out of that hole. And then of course, you go to the SEC tournament and have to play at 10:30 at night in the rain and then get kicked again and not know if you're going to get in. And then get in and get sent to Miami with a tropical storm. But at the end of the day, all of that and how you got here really doesn't matter. All that matters is if you will be you. Will you be the Rebs? Will you just show up and trust one another and believe in one another? It's amazing how it comes full circle, isn't it? This is how we started. We started with a book over Christmas, The Energy Bus. We talked about enjoying the ride. But the ride's going to be bumpy. Enjoy the good and the bad. And Lord knows we've had our bad bumps. But that's what makes the story great. Really. That's what makes the story cool. You rode on the bus together. You enjoyed the ride together. Well, guess what? This isn't the destination. This isn't the final stop. It's just more of the ride. So today, enjoy the ride.
Today, the Rebels were going to enjoy the ride. At the driver's seat, utility man Garrett Wood.
See, G Wood is a special person.
BYOE, baby. Let's bring it. Bring y'all in today. Bring it, baby. You better bring it. We're bringing it. And I'm going to drive this bus back to the airport. I'll hop on your bus all day. Hey, I'll take that 10-hour ride back. I'm going to drive that bus back.
He's probably one of the best teammates I've ever had. You know, he's so selfless, and his just ability to affect the team in a way that, you know, he's not even playing, it's really, really unique.
I guess if you surveyed the 40 guys on our team and said, who's the best teammate on this team, I'm going to guess the majority of guys, the first name that would come out of their mouth is Garrett Wood.
Yeah! I've never once heard him complain about anything in the world. The way he's contributed to this team has been the most impressive thing I've seen as a baseball player.
See, Garrett Wood right here can come up with a big one-out knock.
Swings and grounds at first base line. It's a fair ball, and down the line it goes.
Baseball is a funny game. Garrett Wood making his second career start.
So the Rebels will take a 3-0 lead here in the top of the fourth.
And the bases are loaded with 2 down for Reese Ewing. That ball smoked deep to right. Down the right field line. That is
I just kind of went like hands to my knees. I was like, I did not just do that.
Off the bat, everybody thought in our dugout, at least from our view, I thought the ball was gone. Thought it was going to clear the fence by 50 feet. But then it starts trickling foul. So then it goes in replay.
I think we're going to get another look at this. Boy, it is hard to tell.
I don't know, David. That may be a home run.
Yeah, it was close.
I don't think it crosses in front of it. I think this is going to be a grand slam.
Here they come to announce, and they're going to point and say, foul ball. Foul ball.
Next pitch was the biggest pitch of the game.
Oh, boy, this place almost erupted instead. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a breaking ball, and that will end the inning. Wow. What a turn of events, just inches from a grand slam.
I think that was the biggest pitch and play of the whole entire weekend and just changed the whole game.
They thought they had all the momentum. It goes foul. Lucia gets the big strikeout at the end, so you knew the game was over.
And the bases are loaded. First pitch, line drive, base hit the opposite way for Gonzalez as they get run number 5 home. Swung on, line shot, right center field, in the gap, on the run as Gabe Montenegro to backhand it. 1 runs in, 2 runs in. Elko pulls up at second with a 2-run double. Swung on, there's another one over the infield. That one is going to scoot all the way to the wall. Gonzalez scores, Elko scores, another double for the Rebels. Looking really, really good as they win this one 10-0 behind Dylan DeLucia and Jack Doherty.
Okay, so here's it. Enjoy it. But tomorrow's going to come quickly, all right? And so here's some things that I need you to get. It's going to be warmer tomorrow. Today it was like 90, 91. Tomorrow's supposed to be 96. Be ready to go tomorrow, all right? This is our opportunity.
The Rebels were 1 game from Omaha, a dauntingly familiar place to be. For 5 Rebel teams during the Bianco era, 1 game away was how their seasons were remembered.
The Rebels fall a game short 2 years in a row. Another frustrating finish for the Ole Miss Rebels. What a great season, though, for Ole Miss. A tremendous year to get to this point, and again, falling just a hair bit short. Disappointing night for the Rebels this season will come to an end here in the 9th inning.
October 20th, 1968. The place, Olympic Stadium, Mexico City. The final event of the Olympics had just finished a few hours before. It's about 7 p.m. The air's getting crisp. The last few marathoners have finished that last event. They're in the first aid station. No crowd, all the spectators have left. The reporters are starting to pick up their cameras, and all of a sudden sirens started wailing in the entrance of the stadium. And everybody's attention goes to the entrance of the track. And the solitary man walks in, limping, obviously hurt from a fall that happened hours ago. That his leg's bleeding, bandaged up, it's oozing blood. And he's limping in pain, wincing as he gets to the finish line. And he falls across the finish line. Reporter comes up to him, taking pictures, says, "Who are you?" He goes, "I'm John Stephen Aquari." He says, "Where are you from?" He says, "I'm from the country of Tanzania." He says, "Man," he goes, "you're badly injured. Why didn't you quit?" He said, "My country didn't send me 7,000 miles to start the race. They sent me to finish." Gentlemen, we didn't come here to play in a super regional. We came here to finish. Today, with the relentlessness of Aquari, right, and the excellence that you've shown all year, the belief in one another and the selflessness, right, tonight, show some toughness. Tonight, play like champions tonight. Be ready.
You cannot phase a Rebel. For the kid from Tupelo, 1 game away was just another game.
Strike 3 call, got him looking.
Boys, where I come from, you can hang a worm on this hook right here. That is a good one.
A 1-2-3 frame, all via the strikeouts. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 7 Ks now for Hunter Elliott. Another strikeout for Hunter Elliott. Swing and a miss, he struck him out, and Hunter Elliott is rolling.
Once again, Elliott was opposed by an ace in his own right, Tanner Hall, who continually wiggled out of trouble to keep the red-hot Rebs at bay.
McGillis to Dickerson. They turn it and get out of the inning. And Tanner Hall escapes it. We'll remember that inning.
The Rebels, the first 2 hitters on, and an opportunity to take an early lead here in Hattiesburg.
Swing and a miss, out number 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a change up again. Swing and a miss, down in the dirt. Throw down to first in time. Tanner Hall puts 2 on and then strikes out the next 3 he sees.
Play with fire too much, eventually you'll get burned.
Swung on, big hopper right side. First baseman missed it. They'll throw to first. Not in time. Everybody's safe, and the Rebels score, and it's 1-0 Ole Miss. Takes it inside. It goes off the mid of the catcher, heading home to the plate, and scoring is Justin Bench.
Gonzalez at second base. That ball's hit to the right side. Let's see if they send Gonzalez. They'll wave him. Here's the throw. It's cut off, and it's 3-0 Ole Miss.
You know, just the ability to have anybody really in the lineup come up and get a big hit. We're able to come up in those big moments and get the hits when we need them. And you know, like you said, we didn't even hit a home run until TJ hit one in like the 8th inning of the 2nd game.
That ball's hit on the button out to right. McCants his first at bat in this super, and what does he do? go. The Rebels need 3 outs to punch the ticket to Omaha.
I'm sitting right there with Hayden Leatherwood, and in the 7th inning, we looked at each other and we're like 9 outs away. And then each time we got an out, we just counted down 5 outs, 3 outs, 2 outs.
Yeah! Ole Miss 1 out away from making plans to go to Omaha. Lifted in the air, this may do it. Elko appropriately says he has it, and he does. And the Rebels going to Omaha in 2022. What a comeback story for the boys from Oxford.
This team that fought through so much adversity, middle part of the season, everybody had given up on them. Head coach Mike Bianco headed back to Omaha.
They went through a lot, as you just said, and here they are with an opportunity to win it all. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how many teams are hotter than these guys.
The probability and the statistics of it all for us to be in this spot is improbable. A lot of people had us impossible being here. But the confidence that we had in ourselves, we knew we had a chance, and that's all that mattered, because we knew they gave us a chance, we were going to run with it.
Ole Miss to Omaha.
I'm super proud of you. It's part of the journey. It's part of the book we're writing, right? The chapters. This isn't the final chapter, all right? This isn't the final chapter. It's getting close to the end of the book. It's getting suspenseful, here at the end. But what a journey. Now we got more to do. And I don't mean that as coaches speak. 2014 we won. And I regret that not that I didn't take it seriously, but I didn't challenge them to go to Omaha and win a national championship, because it had been so long, and we'll get a lot of that, right? That I haven't been, we haven't been, and all of that. Don't lose your focus for a second, right? The goal wasn't to get to Omaha. The goal was to win a national championship. Now this is a huge part, because you can't win it without going. So I want you to live it up, love it, take the pictures and all that. We're gonna go back to the hotel. We're gonna shower. We're going to get on the bus. We're going back to Oxford tonight.
Yeah.
Why? Because that's what you do when you're trying to win a national championship, right?
So we're just loading the bus. Got a lot of people here, which is awesome. Early in the morning. Good fans, good guys. Yeah, ready to Omaha, man. Let's go.
Going to Omaha, that's what you live for, especially as a kid. That's what you work for every day in the at practice and at lifts and everything, so the vibes couldn't be better. Everybody's ready to go, and hopefully we get there safe and have a good time up there. Maybe win a natty. You never know.
Hey, it's a business trip. Yeah. It's all business. Bring it back. Yeah. Bring it back from me, baby. Bring it back from me, man. Let's go, man. Omaha, here we come.
Heading to Omaha, baby. We'll take care of business.
We are here.
This is sick. I think this is more than I imagined. It's huge. The stadium's huge. 408 feet to center. Tim's still gonna hit a bomb, but
It's kind of like a dream to be here, man. You always dreamed of it, and you're here, and you're like, wow, it's just as cool as I thought.
This place is everything I imagined of it, but the fans aren't even in here yet, so can't wait to see it packed out.
It's good to finally start this meeting. So I've been here. This is my 7th trip as a player, as an assistant coach, and a head coach. 7th time I've been here. I don't know if I've ever had a cooler, ride than the ride that you guys have allowed me and the other coaches to be a part of. And a lot of people have asked me, hey, when did it start? And there was no great game in my mind, some great comeback or whatever, some moment. But all I can really reach back to was we had a former player, Chris Coughlin, came and spoke to us. And I think if Cogs was here today, right, I think what he would say is, I am here, boys. Yeah! Let's go!
Watching Coughlin walk in, I got chill bumps, honestly. He told us a few months back that we had already won the national championship. You just have to execute it. He told us we had already won it, and at the time hearing that, we were like, okay. Season goes on, we make the tournament, win a regional. We're like, maybe Coughlin knew what he was talking about.
What you guys have done to get to this point is a life lesson, because there's people out there your whole life that will tell you what you can't do. They're everywhere. They're now, and they'll be there for the rest of your life to tell you what you can't do, okay? And you guys defeated the odds. However it shakes out, you guys gotta remember how much you overcame, and what it takes is belief. That's what it takes. Don't ever lose that. And that adrenaline pop you get, it's the same thing as being scared. Excitement and fear, okay? It's how you frame that is the implication of your behavior, okay? So if you're scared, you'll act one way and you'll do something. But if you take the same emotion and you call it excitement, man, I'm jacked up. And that emotion allows you to play to another level, right? You're gonna get it. Everybody who gets on that field, your heart rate's gonna change. And the ones that can control it are the ones that ball out.
I was going up to the plate, I was just thinking, don't let the moment get too big for you. Just, like Coughlin said, just go out there and go after it, and that's what happened.
Swung on, line drive, base hit to left. That'll score at least one. They're going to try Graham. Here comes the throw from the left fielder. It's going to be cut off the throw of the plate, and the Rebels are up 2-0.
I don't think anyone had a doubt he was going to get that hit for us there in the first. That's what we've done so well lately, is get those 2-out hits when we need them, and Kemp's been huge.
Coughlin's speech ignited the offense on college baseball's biggest stage and brought the raucous crowd to its feet.
Fly ball, left field.
I mean, I knew I hit it well, but with the wind blowing straight in, I really wasn't sure how it was flying.
Going back is Bello, still going at the wall. It's off the base of the wall. Is it out? No, it's out of here. Just over the top of the fence. Graham's got a jack, and the Rebels lead 3-0.
First thing I looked up, hit the base, looked up, saw Clem giving the old home run sign. I was like, all right, I guess that thing got out of here. Let's go.
With the offense rocking, Dylan DeLucia brought a headliner performance on the bump.
A lot of ground balls and punch outs. I mean, I think I get one ball a game when old Luce toes the rubber.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 82 pitch away. Dylan DeLucia is dealing here in Omaha.
Every time I go out there, I have the mindset of going, I don't think it's a good outing unless I go 7 innings.
Every time I think about DeLucia and when he's out there pitching, it's a guy that's in control.
I just think of it as a game, really. I'm still playing a kid's game at the end of the day. All I want to do is just go out there and just pound the strike zone, get out, and get off the field and give as many zeros as I can possible.
Got him! What away. Full count to Bello and a pitch. Swing and a miss! He struck him out on a hard fastball away.
I mean, when you know you got a guy out there who's going to shut the other team's offense down, you can kind of swing more freely and have some more fun and just see the ball and hit it.
Floated to left, and it drops down in front of Bello. Harris scores, McCants delivers in his return to the starting lineup, and it's a 5-0 Rebels lead.
It is so huge to win that first game in these tournaments. It just sets yourself up for such an easier path.
2-2 pitch, cut on and miss. 10 strikeouts for Dylan DeLucia. Well, Josh Mallitz enters after a gem of a performance from Dylan DeLucia. Mallitz is 1-2 to Farquhar. Pick attempt. What a dart from Hayden Dunhurst.
And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Dropped by Dunhurst. He'll throw to first. That's it. Ole Miss knocks off Auburn 5-1 in their first outing in the 2022 College World Series.
Rebs won. That's all I feel. Big win for us. Now on to game 2.
No words for this. We're here to stay. That's all I know.
It's a great team win. I can't say it enough. The Rebs are hot. The Rebs are hot, man.
Let's start with this one. Congratulations. Great win last night, guys. Awesome.
We're here at the Home for Boys in Omaha, and we're going to hang out with them and just get to know them a little bit. They're going to show us around where they live, and it's going to be a really cool experience. I'm really looking forward to it.
This is my third time to the Omaha Hope for Boys, and I remember back in 1996 and coming here and just being floored, being amazed, being humbled at that point, as a young adult. But if you continue to believe in yourself and your teammates, right, the people that are sitting at your table, believe in you, that you can make it through. And at one point you'll look back and you'll appreciate the bad, because what the bad was made you so good. We've lived it in the sport, you're living it in real life. So I thank you for letting us be a part of this.
It kind of is like a little on-campus dorm. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Is this y'all's place? Yeah. Yeah.
This is definitely nicer than ours.
Actually, it really is.
So yeah, this is when they're on campus, this is where they're living. Kitchen area here, all their bedrooms are upstairs, so try to make it as homey as we possibly can for them while they're here.
Let's go.
It's cool to hang out with the guys, Had a nice lunch. Now we're getting to play some ping pong, foosball, pool, basketball. It's cool to interact with them.
It's awesome. It's such a good experience. I'm humbled to be here and be with these kids. They're really awesome, and it means more to us than it means to them. So we're just glad to be here.
Yeah, look at it. Yes, sir. 1-0.
Thanks for having us, man.
Good to meet you, bro. Good to meet you.
Good. What they're telling their guys right now is, hey, the reason we're going to win today is we got the experience. But the experience only matters if you're playing a team where the goal is to get to Omaha, because once you get to Omaha, you realize that the goal isn't Omaha, it's to win a national championship. So the one factor that they think is in their court tonight really isn't in their court. Because if it's about believing, that's what you've showed. That's what makes our great game so special. So you got to believe in yourself, and man, you got to believe in your teammates. And one of the cool things about belief, and I think you've seen that because our belief's been so strong over the last couple weeks, is man, that belief is transferable. And what I mean by that is like you can feel it. And that's one of the biggest factors that we've got going for us over the last 3 weeks. So the belief's got to be more than just getting to Omaha. The belief's got to be that you're the best team in Omaha, and you're going to play the best here, and then you're going to win a national championship.
Arkansas and Ole Miss. One of the greatest rivalries in all of college baseball.
And tonight from Omaha, Nebraska, Charles Schwab Field, Omaha, the Ole Miss baseball team will take on Arkansas in the winner's game in Bracket 2 of the College World Series. The two SEC West teams will meet in the most significant game of the rivalry as they clash for the first time ever in the CWS.
In this matchup, the fireworks came early and often.
That's going to be a double for Turner, and it's 2-1. And this one he hammers to left. Left fielder can't see it. He doesn't need to. Oh, what a shot from Elko. Midway up the stands in left field.
Reds with 2 in the first and 2 in the second.
On the ground, race to first base. Stovall is beaten. Good job. The run Moore will score, and down to third goes Battles. How about the squeeze play? Perfectly done. They get in the run.
The Razorbacks rallied, putting the Rebel lead in jeopardy.
This one into left towards the line. Fair ball, and into the corner it goes. Dunhurst is in. Wood rounds. He's going to be in. A double for the number 9 hitter, Calvin Harris.
On this night, no bat was hotter than in the gloveless hands of Calvin Harris.
To the wall, at the wall, over the wall it goes. The
We all knew Calvin can do things like that at any point. I mean, he's a great hitter, and he's shown it all throughout this year.
He worked a 2-0 count in there, and he knew a fastball was coming. I feel like it's as hard as he can possibly hit a ball, and he was prepared for it.
Just kind of hit it, and I don't hit many home runs, so I guess I was just kind of running out of the box, to be honest with you. It's been cool for me. Like, I've had a lot of friends and family come in. A lot of them sit in right field, get tickets right behind the bullpen. Guys that, you know, haven't seen me play in 2 or 3 years, guys that I haven't seen in 2 or 3 years, something you kind of dream about.
Harris honed his Midwest hospitality, ensuring his teammates felt right at home at the plate.
And that's through underneath the glove of a diving Wallace. On the ground, that's through the middle. That's going to plate bench. That's the 3rd run of the inning.
He was the last guy in this Ole Miss lineup that did not reach base.
And that's going to get through. Gonzalez hits 3rd. He's waved. Throw home. Not in time. And they've reached double figures. Kevin Graham knocks in Gonzalez. That's a fair ball the other way, and that's the night for Harris. To second he goes, McCants to 3rd. 2nd double of the night to go with the homer. 1 and 2 to bench, right back up the middle. That's going to plate 2. And have a night, Justin Bench, his 4th hit.
With run support growing, Elliott resumed his big game hunting expedition. Making certain this night would be filled with hottie toddies.
Look at this. Hey, look at this. This is incredible. The Rebel fans have shown up incredibly for these past 2 games. I got something for Rebel Nation. If you're not in Omaha, get here. Some incredible things are about to happen, so come on.
We're going to the zoo now. Like, I don't know what happened to Coach B, but he might be getting a little soft on us.
Are these animals, are these supposed to be like the animals?
Best behavior today, all right?
Hey, you think they'll let me feed it?
You can feed them, and they'll get really close. We did it yesterday.
Burv, this could be a me and you episode on the mic.
We are at the Omaha Zoo. We got an off day. Coach B wanted us to have some fun as a team, so now I guess we're trusting Rock to get us to all the cool animals, which I don't think is going to work out too well, but we'll see.
So we're going to the gorilla. Where's the lions at then?
The lions are over here.
Oh my, that's so far. We're about to walk like 8 miles around this park. That is so sick. Dude, let's put Cleve in there.
That is cool.
Dude, that thing is absolutely jacked. So we're here, wait, where are we? We're here, oh. This is like one of those treasure maps. Okay, we don't want the aquarium.
We want to go this way to go to
But the aquarium's on the way to the giraffes.
This way? Look, can you get through right there?
Yeah, look, yeah, there's a little walkway. What do you mean? Do you not see it? They really don't think we can navigate? We turned the wrong way. Yes.
Yeah, we went down, we need to go up.
Yes, we need to go up. So we go back that way, then we turn right out of here, and we follow this all the way up, and then we'll get to the lions. Lions and cheetahs, wow.
The cheetahs are hiding.
Oh, we gotta get them out. We gotta get them out of hibernation. You guys want to see lions? I brought you to the lions.
The lions.
They said they're hibernating.
They don't hibernate.
Oh, they're in hiding. I don't know. It looks like the Lion King, like Simba. Okay, that was really worth it. They have a tiger too. We already saw the tiger though at LSU. So there's really no point in seeing another tiger.
Where are we going?
Giraffes.
We're going to see the giraffes? I think Luce wants to hand feed the giraffes.
Off to the giraffes. You got another 500 feet in you, don't you? You got to work off those Dippin' Dots.
Oh my God, look, bro.
Oh my God. Oh my. So excited. I got 2 of them. 2 orders to feed him. Hopefully he's hungry.
I don't think we're quite as excited as Dylan. That's kind of the sole reason we're here, is so Dylan can do that, but yeah. So we're pretty excited.
I mean, this is absolutely cool.
You gotta hold on tight.
Oh, I gotta hold on tight?
Yeah, because they like pull the leaves off. You don't want to get on the branch.
You can have whatever you want. Dude, this is sick. You want this one too? Here, I'll cook you up right here. Rock, turn around. We got it. Just turn around.
All right.
Turn around, we'll take it. Oh, now you scared it. Gosh, Rock. Where are we?
That map did us nothing but harm today.
I don't know where, oh, we're at the aquarium. Okay, entrance.
That way.
No, that's not right. That's incorrect. Opening game's right there. Can't do anywhere. Yeah. It's right
Oh, it's right there. There it is. It's over there.
Where are you going?
That was a good fight. We're going back to the bus.
Up that way.
That way.
I think we can go either way. Bus is this way.
The bus is that way now. Okay. Yeah, the giraffe was by far the greatest experience out here. I fed the giraffe, yeah. I spent $10.
Sitting at 2-0, Ole Miss was one win away from the championship series. But in this rivalry, a win either way never comes easy.
3-1 Arkansas. Last chance for the Rebs. Got to get at least 2 runs. Right field, wouldn't you know it, leadoff single for Kent Alderman, his 3rd hit of the game. And Dave Van Horn has signaled for the freshman Brady Tiger. He's coming in, a lot of weight on his shoulders. He's been up to it all season long, but no bigger spot than this. Watch out. That one got him. He didn't have to move very much. He let it go, and it's 2 on. Winning run to the plate. Nobody out, bottom 9. That one, did that get him too? It hit him too, and now the bases are loaded. Back-to-back hit batters. And it is just a brutal situation here with the bases loaded.
Now a pitch away from getting out of this. I'd be careful with this first pitch. Bench can jump on a fastball.
First pitch, ground ball in the hole. Battles has it, no play. They get 1. And now it's 3-2.
This is the guy you want at the plate, though. Jacob Gonzalez is going to put the ball in play.
Into left field, it's elevated and caught, and that will do it. We will play again tomorrow afternoon. What a job by Zach Morris as he picks up the freshman Tiger, and it forces a winner-take-all game to get into the finals tomorrow. Arkansas 3, Ole Miss 2. Best game we've had at this 2022 World Series.
That was a gut punch because of the nature in which we lost. The 9th inning of that game, we're the home team, we load the bases, and we got Jacob Gonzalez at the plate. Like, I would take that scenario every day of the week. He has a pretty good at bat, lines out to left field, right? It's baseball, and so that was a gut punch.
The hell of a baseball game. We gotta flush it though. Look at me, right? You earned the right to play another day, right? For what you've done. So we get to play tomorrow, right? With our ace on the mound and go get him tomorrow, right? But you gotta stick together. I know it sucks. Flush it. Be ready to play tomorrow. You gotta go get him.
But after that game, the unique thing is, I saw guys coming off the field, and it wasn't down in the dumps or sad. It was almost like they were pissed. Like a level of focus, a level of intensity, like, all right, we're ready to go back at it tomorrow.
How are we going to respond? Get them tomorrow. Rebs on 1, 3, 2, 1. Rebs.
Okay, right? Wow, that was an extra one there. All right, thinking this morning, what to say. Last night was a little different, and you probably like me, thought we would win in the bottom of the 9th. So I realized, the loss is tough. And then I started thinking about it, and I had to look it up. Do you realize the last time we lost a game was when? Vanderbilt. Do you realize that was May 24th? Today is June 23rd, gentlemen. The last time you lost a baseball game was a month ago. Okay? That's how good we've been. That's how good we are. But nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody knows that better than us, because Lord knows this season hasn't been easy. But your parents love you. Fans downstairs that'll high five you all, they love you, right? And everybody wants you to win. But they're scared. They are. They're scared. Not all of them, but a lot of them. When you haven't done it before, it's easy to get scared. It's easy to be unsure. But you can't have done what we've done over the last month and get to this point and be scared. There's too much belief in this room. I didn't know we would end up here, but I knew we were a better team than we were in April. There's no doubt in my mind. Okay, but I've been part of great teams that didn't get here. Teams that I thought were terrific and deserved to be here. There's something special about this group. But this is where you wanted to be. If I told you 4.5 months ago in February, before this season started, on June 23rd, you'd be in Omaha, Nebraska, with your ace on the mound, winner gets to play for the national championship 2 out of 3, everybody would say, I'm in, let's go. That's what you've earned today.
For the first time this postseason, it was win or go home. Ace versus ace. Dylan DeLucia for the Rebs and Connor Nolan for Arkansas.
For Nolan, it really starts and many times ends with the breaking ball. It is as good as any in the country. When it is on, he is hard to square up.
2-2, and he went punched out. Good start for Connor Nolan. 1-2, this one to Elko. He ranges over there and he makes the play. Lanzilli retired. They get a couple of guys on and they strand them there. Good pitch there. Nolan punch out. Couple of sliders up. Have got him to swing and miss. That time he goes with the cheese. And he punches him out. That's Dylan DeLucia's first strikeout. We are through 2. This pitch on the ground. Nice play over there at first. Stovall. He gets one. Battles. Oh my goodness. The defense continues to shine. It's like Dylan DeLucia starting to lock it in. The fastball we've seen, that was a tight slider, picks up his second strikeout.
Yeah, when they're spotting up like that and you got the stuff that Dylan has, it's a lot of fun calling the game. And he's able to locate his fastball on both sides of the plate. He's able to elevate his fastball. He's able to throw a slider for a strike early in the count. And when you do that, you can make it really difficult for hitters.
Last time we played him, it was a dogfight. So I was just ready to get back out, ace versus ace. You know, the best versus the best, basically.
As the outs piled up, pressure mounted. Each team scratched and clawed to find a single run.
Line shot, Moore. Oh, got underneath the glove, and that is going to be a base hit for Bench. On the 0-2, got him. Brings up Kevin Graham. Fair ball, and around from third now will come Bench. Ole Miss scores first. On an RBI double from Kevin Graham, his 50th RBI of the season.
Talk about it plenty. Kevin Graham, Justin Bench, Tim Elko all had a chance if they wanted to play professional baseball. They did not. They chose to come back as a threesome. And in that, you get Kevin Graham, professional hitter. This guy can go left field line to right field line, recognize breaking ball, hooks it just fair past the glove of Peyton Stovall, which is not easy to do.
DeLucia continued to pin the Hogs through the 6th.
And a pitch. Strike 3 call. Borderline up. Moore does not like the call from Kevin Sweeney. He'll go away looking.
Another tight slider. His 4th strikeout. Another 1-2-3 inning. And it is a pitcher's duel.
The only question, could Rebel bats provide separation?
Elko on the ground. That's underneath the glove of Wallace. Tim Elko is aboard for the first time. 1-0. He goes the other way. In between the 5-6 hole, and Ole Miss got a little something cooking here in the 7th. Back-to-back singles for Elko and Graham. Gets one there into right field. Elko got a good jump on it. Lanzilli up with it. His throw is way offline, and Turner has to go get it. Late on the throw to second, but in time. But Harris does bring in Elko, and it's 2-0 Ole Miss.
I think it was my 3rd at-bat of the day off Nolan, and I felt like I saw the ball pretty well. My first 2 at-bats just didn't get, the results that I wanted to. And then after that, in that situation, I was just trying to get a ball that I get a barrel to and hope it fell in somewhere.
With a 2-run lead, Dylan DeLucia delivered one of the greatest performances in college World Series history.
I was like, dude, you haven't had one shutout all year. You've already thrown a 9-inning game. You know, I think it's your time just to finally finish this.
Dylan DeLucia has put on a 2-hour and 4-minute pitching clinic today.
No doubt.
I mean, fastball both sides of the plate, breaking ball both sides of the plate, knows when to elevate it, go for the swing and miss. And the stuff has carried all the way through from pitch 1 to pitch 110.
On the ground. Boy, casual play by Bench. 1 down. 1-2 on the ground. Elko wins the race, and they are 1 out away from a complete game shutout from Dylan DeLucia and a trip to the finals.
Dylan DeLucia about to put his name on the short list of Ole Miss legends here with one more out. I mean, this is pretty incredible stuff.
That's it. What a masterpiece from Dylan DeLucia. And Ole Miss will play for the title against Oklahoma. 2-0. Final score, Rebel.
Dylan DeLucia, baby! Don't forget it!
Biggest stage in college baseball, and he just performs every time. You dream of pitching in the College World Series, but I don't even think you dream of that. Like, that's how good that appearance was right there.
We switched his name from Lights Out Luce to Lights On Luce. When the lights come on, he turns into Luce.
How was your game, man? It was fun. One more song.
Well, obviously, a good morning for us to, still be here in Omaha and to wake up with a, great opportunity in front of us. And as a coach that's been in it, 30 plus years, it teaches you these lessons that, I'm surely will use down the road, when you hit some adversity that, hey, you think you have it tough now. Well, this team, did this, this is where they were and this is where they ended up.
We never stopped believing, and, we're here now, and the NCAA put us in, and, now we're playing for a national championship.
We've always thought we were this good. I mean, I think at one point we were ranked #1, but like in baseball, sometimes you scuffle, and we were scuffling there for a while, but we just continued to believe and knew we were good enough, and we ended up here.
You can't help but, look around and see that you're playing for the World Series, and I mean, it's a speechless moment for all of us and this team and coach and everything.
I'm coming. Oh, we got the Hoss hitting them too.
Yeah, we got the Hoss.
Oh, God. Check out Ronald McDonald over there. And boy, Ronald, nice play. Ooh.
No problemo.
Thanks, Peyton.
Good, JB.
I'm just trying to be like you, one. Hey, yeah. We're 2 wins away from the national championship.
I just love the journey.
Coming. Our ace is on the dirt at shortstop, picking balls. Should I speak up and tell Luce to scoot away?
Hey, Luce! Beat it!
Beat it.
I'm not getting caught up in the destination.
We're in the journey right now.
Never been about Omaha. Never been about the
Oh, you
national
don't like being here?
championship. No, I like hanging out with the boys. Natty on 1. 3, 2, 1.
Natty!
We get Jim with 3 cookies.
The Rebs had momentum and felt at ease going into the championship series.
Most people wouldn't have fathomed this, a month and a half, 2 months ago. But you did. You believed. And I think that's why you should be very proud. Very proud. But I'm guessing as I say these things, some of you are going, well, wait a minute. We're here to win. We're not satisfied. I challenged you a couple weeks ago after you dogpiled at Southern Miss that, hey, I made this mistake in 2014. And I promised myself I would never make that mistake again if I was in that position. That we didn't want to just get to Omaha. We wanted to win a national championship. So I challenged you to enjoy it, to be proud, but then wake up the next day with a mission to win the national championship. And you did. And so that's what makes me proud of you. You've put it on the line all year long, but you put it on the line when it was really hard, where a lot of people won't put it on the line. When it doesn't look good, when things aren't going well, you continue to put it on the line. I've sat in front of you, and the other coaches have sat in front of you all year long and talked about, man, make some pitches, just a few more. We need to make a few more plays. We need to have some tougher at-bats. And I know there's probably a time when you sat there and go, man, I keep hearing that. And you weren't sure yourself, but you were sure of yourself. So you believed in yourself, and you believed in your teammates that you're a good baseball team. And it gets us to today. So how do you win it? How do you win the games? Well, first of all, they're good, but they're not better than us. But you know, that doesn't really matter because it's about the team that plays the best, right? So how do you play the best? Well, you got to make pitches. You got to make plays. You got to have some tough ABs. That's it. But how do you do it on the biggest stage? Because the greatest players and the greatest teams do it when it means the most. That's why you have to be proud. That's why you got to know where you came from, because you got to let that pride not make you satisfied, but fill your body with confidence that you're ready for this, that you're ready for anything. You're ready to win a national championship. So allow that pride to get into your body and continue to believe in yourself, in your teammates. Continue in that unwavering belief. And then you got to do what all the great ones do at these moments. And you just got to go for it. I mean, you got to throw the first punch tonight, and you got to frickin' go for it.
And it's a ground ball, right side, base hit.
You know, we want to do damage with 2 outs, and even 2 outs, nobody on. Especially early, it's so huge if you can put an inning together and not let them breathe or get settled in.
2-1, that's into left field. Pettis is up with it. He'll have no play on Elko, and staying at first is Graham, who picks up RBI 51 on the season and gives Ole Miss a lead here in the first.
Kevin Graham's RBI single brought the well-traveled Oxford faithful to their feet.
Omaha has never seen anything like that, and I don't think the sport of baseball has ever seen anything like that. And for the fans to show out the way they did is the reason why Oxford is the best place.
It was 93% Ole Miss fans and 7% Oklahoma fans, and it was incredible. It was so loud. Whenever they did the Hotty Toddy chant for the national anthem, it was just chill bumps for me. It was awesome, and it was definitely a difference maker.
That's why we stole Graham in the first inning, because I think they were a little bit spun out of control because of the crowd and the atmosphere. I think it gets everyone into the game, and if we can press forward, almost like a hurry-up offense in football, when a defense is back on their heels, you want to press.
Runner third, 2 down, 1-2 to Alderman. Ground ball to short, off the glove of Graham, and the run will score, and Ole Miss is up 2-0 on the air.
Definitely a lot of times throughout there in the finals that I kind of just try to take it in because, it's the coolest crowd I've ever played in front of. It's definitely something I won't forget.
This one to right field towards the corner, tailing away from the right fielder and over the wall. Tim Elko, 2 for 2, his 24th home run of the season. All Ole Miss early, 4-0.
Hey Sam, see right center, that right field? Looks pretty good. Turned out pretty well. He likes it too.
I feel like it.
While the Ole Miss lineup was lighting up the scoreboard, an unlikely face provided the juice on the bump.
He's been in the pen, then he was in the rotation, then in the pen. He gets the nod, he's ahead 1-2. Blue Bayou with a riding fastball.
And as a kid, you're like, oh, I want to pitch on a big stage, but you don't really think about how many people are actually going to be there, how much pressure there is. I mean, I was so nervous before the game, but once I got done warming up and walked out there, I just kind of took a second to soak it all in, kind of let the kid in me see it and experience it, and it was really cool.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Got him. Strike 3. 0-2. There's another one. Got him. Fastball again. That's 3.
The whole stadium in unison clapping was crazy. It made me want to strike out every single hitter.
Swing and a miss. 3-2. Wow. Another strikeout. That is 5 in a row. And he blew up Peyton Graham.
It's pretty cool to see guys get out there and be at their best on the biggest stage. And obviously Jack was that for us that day.
Jack Doherty tossed 5 perfect innings in his first start since April 9th. But Oklahoma refused to let the fairy tale story continue.
Now he bunts, and it's a good one. Fielded by Wood off the line, back up, and here's the throw home, not in time. They do get the run. Nicholas scores. So Oklahoma a little rally here after being shut out. A perfect game into the 6th inning. That's inside. That walks in a run. Ball 4 to Tanner Treadaway. And it's 4-2. Swings at the first one, right back to the pitcher. Nichols. Okay, bases loaded. Nobody out. 2 runs come in.
But that is not the first time that he has gotten me out of a bases loaded jam. Saved my ERA from probably 2 points throughout the season. He's unbelievable. He shows no emotion until the inning's over. He's just stone cold.
Mason Nichols pitched his way out of trouble, but the lead shrunk in half, and the Rebs desperately needed insurance runs.
1-2, and that is out of the reach of Nicholas. Into right field goes Kemp Alderman.
And a pitch. Swung on, line drive, center field. Center fielder coming on. It falls in front of him for a base hit. Squares to bunt. Bunts it right back to the pitcher. Picked up, thrown to third for the out. Bad bunt.
We opted to try to put a bunt down and put some guys in scoring position. That failed. We tried to start a runner at second base and possibly sneak a steal in and get another guy in scoring position. That failed. And so it looked like a really promising inning just kind of blew up in our face.
It's a giant spot right now for OU. If you can get off the field, get this offense back in there, it's only a 2-run game. You get McCants here and you're still in business.
2 down, 1-1 pitch. This ball driven to right, going back. Spikerman, see you later. Caught in the bullpen, and a 2-run home run for McCants.
And then the very next pitch, McCants hits the ball out of the yard, and the game is over.
Not everyone gets to even play in the College World Series, but to hit a home run, it's really a surreal moment. You're going around the bases, just getting around to my teammates, seeing the smiles and the elation everyone has.
And another shot. This one deep to right center field. Going back, looking up, and it's gone! Back-to-back home runs. The bottom of the order delivers. Calvin Harris leaves the yard.
It looked like just ants crawling everywhere. People just losing their minds.
Once Calvin did it with JB up in it, he's such a good hitter. I just knew he was about to do it again.
I told Drew and G Wood, I said, I'm going to go for it.
Bench, and he hits a shot to left center field. That's at the wall. Does it go? It's gone! Oh, my goodness!
Back to back to back! 3 in a row!
I mean, he put one of the best swings I've seen, and he crushed that ball, and the place just erupted. It was beer showers in Omaha. It was unbelievable.
The 3 blasts brought the party to Omaha, and Ole Miss never loses the party.
Oh my gosh, today's crowd was unbelievable. Believe it or not, that actually does help us. We feed off that energy. The Swayze Crazies, we're electric tonight. That was awesome.
You inviting them back tomorrow?
I guess they could come again. Incredible. I think we had 20-something thousand Ole Miss fans. One more win, Scoop. That's all we need.
Go to bed on a mission to play your best baseball tomorrow, all right? You want to play well tomorrow.
Win tomorrow. Win tomorrow.
You want to try to just throw your games?
I'm gonna be perfect as long as it's fast.
No, like the whole
Please
game.
do. I know. Please do.
Getting some extra long ones, aren't we? Nice job yesterday. I love the way we played. We weren't perfect, and we know that, but man, we were excellent. I'll share this with you because I think it's part of what the theme or what you need to think about today. It was asked to the players last night that were up on the press conference, and it was asked to me, how do you get them ready for tomorrow? It's a quick turnaround and such an emotional game. I almost started laughing. I said, felt like saying, are you kidding me? We're playing for a national championship. What do you mean get them ready to play? What I felt and what is we've done this all year. That's why after every victory or even losses, but after victories, I'd say enjoy it, because that's why you do this, right? It's not a job. It's saying enjoy this. That's why I don't use the word grind a lot, right? Because, even though what we do sometimes is difficult, I don't look at it as a grind. Digging a ditch is a grind, right? Maybe studying for, a calculus test is a grind. I don't know if playing baseball is necessarily a grind. It may be hard at times, but I don't know if it's a grind. But enjoy it. But then you got to wake up the next day and be ready to play, regardless if you win or lose. And you've been doing it. And not just in this last month and a half, but you were doing it the whole year. You were doing it when it was hard as hell. You were doing it and showing up the next day, putting what happened the day before behind you, and showing up the next day and playing like Rebs. You did that all year long. Some people didn't get that. I got that. The coaches got that. And that's why we're here where we are right now. It's been a really cool journey. But what you don't know, and I don't think you know at your age, you're not only learning right now, but you're teaching. And one of the reasons there's 20,000 Ole Miss fans here, they've fallen in love with this story. They've fallen in love with what you've taught them. You've taught them that, man, it's great to try, but when you try, sometimes you stumble, and sometimes you fail. But just because you fail doesn't mean you're a failure. And if you keep trying, and you keep, most importantly, believing in yourself, in a group, and you become part of something bigger than yourself, you really can accomplish anything. Now, you've heard something like that your whole life. You may have believed it, or you may not. They have heard it. You're living it, and they're seeing it. And that's why there's 20,000 people here today. This is your time. Today, play like champions.
4 weeks ago, the Ole Miss Rebels sat back in Oxford. They had no idea, was their season over or would this journey continue? They sat anxiously through the NCAA selection show. It was the second to last bracket called, and their name popped up, and they were so excited. And how about this? One of the last teams in the tournament is now just one win away from a national title.
The Rebels were loose. Not even the pressure of a championship could change that.
Play like champions. Play like champions. Reds on 1, 3, 2, 1.
a lot of cardinal red and navy blue, the powder blue of Ole Miss as well. But the Sooners, backs against the wall, trying to force a decisive Game 3 that would be tomorrow night.
This game quickly proved to be a battle of dueling aces between Cade Horton and Hunter Elliott.
A long hold and it's 2-2. Strike 3 called. You said it's going to be tough for righties against Horton. Fastball indeed at 97. Elliott deals towards second. Chatinier flips the turn in time 2. That is nifty glove work. With 2 outs, the 2-2. And a fastball cut on and miss. 97 with some cut. Swing and a miss, struck him out on a changeup.
Our freshman Hunter Elliott was as good as he's been all year, and their pitcher Cade Horton, he looked like a big leaguer out there, throwing the ball in the mid to upper 90s and a great slider and a curveball and a changeup. And he really dominated us.
Strike 3 called, got him.
He's a big leaguer. And that's the highest compliment you can give a guy, but that's the truth. And we knew we had our hands full. We knew it was going to be tough, but we also knew we had Elliott on the mound who was going to match him.
6 innings into the standoff, the boys from the Plains look to break the ice.
Lefty on lefty, his pitch way inside and hit him. Not a good start to the 6th. 1-1, and this is pushed toward first. Elko will take the sure thing. Sacrifice successful, and Jackson Nicholas in the scoring position. This crowd trying to will Elliott to a second out here in the 6th inning. On a 1-2 pitch. This one kicks away from Hayden Dunhurst. Throw is not going to get him. And Oklahoma's got him at the corners with 1 down in the 6th. Oklahoma got something going here in the top of the 6th. Runner 90 feet away. Now Spikerman squares, drops it down. Elliott goes to first and throws it away. Nicholas already in to score. Pettis stops at third, and the Sooners lead in the 6th.
The runner's really fast, so the ball and the runner arriving at first base at the same time. There's a collision with Tim. The ball scoots out into right field, so not only does a run score, but the other 2 guys move up to second and third. And I don't usually look up at the Jumbotron, but for some reason I looked up at the Jumbotron as the plays, being replayed, and saw that he was out of the running path.
Umpires are
they're going to take a look at this. I think he was inside the baseline, Dave.
I don't know the rules exactly. I don't know the rules either. A lot of rules in baseball.
There's your replay. Looks like he's inside the line to me. Yep.
We all gathered up, and I was like, okay, guys, if he actually ran out the baseline right here, they don't score a run, and that would be so sick.
This is going to be big. One way or another, this is going to be big.
After review, the call on the field is overturned.
Yeah.
Wow. Is out for interference. Runners will go back to first and third base.
Wow. Huge call. So runner interference will be the 2nd out.
Hell of a review. Wow.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped it up, right side. Going out, Chatinier, Harris is under it, backpedals, makes the catch, and the Rebels escape the inning. Wow. The review flipped the inning.
Come on!
The challenge win quickly shifted momentum to the red and blue.
Stuff like that never goes our way, Trophy. Never. That never happens to Ole Miss.
One of those days that 1 run feels like a lot.
It's really hard to keep really good players down for too long of a stretch of time. He's just too good.
I was talking to some guys about it, saying, hey, I can feel it. Jacob Gonzalez is going to win us a game.
Come on, get out.
Doesn't have enough. It's headed toward the seats. It's gone. The Rebels lead.
He threw a slider, and I swung and hit it, and I knew it was going to be close, so I was like, please don't catch the ball. I want to help us somehow.
The Sooners didn't make it to the championship by backing down.
And it's ball 4 high. Walked him on 4 pitches. So first and second, 2 down. Second.
First pitch swinging, behind short. Graham coming on, and it drops. A run in to tie the game, and Oklahoma knots it up here in the 7th. Heck of an outing from the rookie. He departs in a 1-1 game in the 7th in Game 2 in Omaha. 1-2 pitch, and that hits Orduño, and the Sooners have them loaded. Ball 4, and Oklahoma leads.
When we've turned over the lineup to get to the leadoff guy and where we would see a few more left-handers, we bring in John Gaddison. He throws the ball in the strike zone about as well as anybody we have, and so I just thought he was a really good match.
Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 7th. Takes outside, 3-1.
Threatening to walk in another run.
I was like, well, John's not going to walk someone. He's going to let him hit the ball before he walks someone, so I knew he was going to challenge him.
That's what we've been training for all year. Just have the mental toughness if you're down 3-1 that you can execute pitches.
It's been a hit batter, a bases loaded walk, and now a 3-1 for a strike from Gaddis and a full count.
Hey, boy!
Gaddis deals and struck him out.
Oklahoma had the lead.
We got it, boys. We got it. No, you can. No, you can.
But Gaddis's heroics reignited a dugout mainstay, unwavering belief.
1-2 pitch. Back at Horton, up the middle into center. A 1-out base hit for T.J. McCants. Tying run aboard for Ole Miss in the 8th.
That'll be it for the right-hander, but man, did he go out and compete again.
Yeah, that was huge. TJ has a really tough at bat, gets him out of the game, and they go to their All-American closer that, I mean, we were just really excited to see anyone but Cade Horton in the game. The dude was terrific.
So this is the closer. I've seen him a bunch. Nobody's going to come at you with 92, 96, slider 83, 87, changeup 85, 89.
Well, the big thing was his name wasn't Cade Horton. And so we decided we were going to steal because he was pretty slow to the plate. And so we stole McCants, and while we stole, it wasn't a hit and run, but while we stole, Bench was sitting on slider, was able to hit a slider through the right side.
Michael's 0-1, McCants goes, and it's lined into right field, a base hit. McCants speeds to third and gets a stop sign there, and is 90 feet away from tying this game.
And now it's game on.
Pitch to Gonzo, swung on, hit sharply into right field. It's a base hit. McCants will score. Hit it to third is Bench. The Rebels have runners in the corners and have tied it at
2-2. 0-1 pitch. Crosses up the catcher to the plate. Ole Miss leads.
Run to go ahead. And one gets away from the catcher.
Gonzalez scores and the lead is 2. Wow.
Ole Miss with 3 runs in the 8th. Swung on, popped it up left side. Third baseman backing up, shortstop calling for it. Under it is Graham, and he's got it for the out. The Ole Miss Rebels can win the national championship if they can hold the Sooners in the top of the 9th here in the...
It was really starting to hit me as I walked out there to third base that, like, hey, man, we're 3 outs away. You know, I was trying not to even tear up a little bit running out to first base. Not only knowing that we're, probably about to win the national championship, but, that it's probably going to be my last time ever running out to first base in an Ole Miss uniform.
Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Come on!
Oh, you know you're 3 outs away, but you also know you're 3 outs away. The good feeling is we got a 2-run lead, and we got one of the best closers in the country that's coming onto the field.
We wondered when we would see Brandon Johnson, and here he is.
When I was running out of the bullpen and the crowd is on their feet and they're going crazy, it adds more confidence in yourself because 25,000 Ole Miss fans that were there, they had belief in you, so you have belief in yourself.
Ole Miss fans are on their feet. Nobody is sitting here at the Charles Schwab Field, Omaha.
Johnson's 2-2. Strike three called. One away.
It is deafening in here. One down. A 1-2 to Nicholas. On its way. Swing and a miss! He struck him out. 2 down. The Rebels are 1 out away.
That one gave me chill bump.
Think about the range of emotions that coaching staff and these kids over the last month. You turn the TV on at noon on Memorial Day and you're not sure if you're going to hear your name. And you're an out away from their first ever national title.
Johnson's 1-0. Fouled off 1-1.
And a pitch. Fastball is in there for strike 2. The Rebels are 1 strike away.
One more! One more!
BJ goes to the back of the mound, walks back up, picks up some dirt, toes the rubber. 2 down, 1-2 to Orduño.
I could feel myself starting to tear up a little. I was like, all right. I blinked my eyes a little. I was like, all right, I got to pay attention because if the ball hits me, I don't want to miss it.
He was carrying himself like, you have no chance. I know you have no chance. Get ready, here it comes. And man, that's when I just go, this is really happening. We're going to do this.
I had all the faith in the world, so the nerves kind of went away, and I just took a second, looked down at the crowd, and I was like, we're about to win a national championship.
Rebels up 4-2, trying to win it all.
1-2 pitch. Struck him out! From last 4 in to last team standing, Ole Miss has won the College World Series.
Ole Miss has won it all.
DK, the last one in is the last one standing.
You throw it, and then you see him miss, and you don't really realize what you just did. I think I blacked out for probably the next 20 minutes, and then I came back to my senses of, you just brought a national championship back to this university.
I went to my knees and just thanked God. With God, anything is possible, even when things seem as bad as they can be. You just got to believe and trust in Him. That's what I did, and that's why I had to give the glory to Him.
I just remember, like, I walked out and I just walked in left field for a while. And so many emotions hit me. There were so many people and things replayed in my mind because it was this team that did it. But I just felt like that being a guy that wore the uniform as a player, it's the only uniform I wore as a coach. It was so emotional. And I just remember thinking about so many different people and then thinking in my head, don't ever forget this.
What an incredible story this 2022 Ole Miss baseball team is. Amazing. The Rebels win it all.
For the first time in program history, Ole Miss Baseball national champions.
It worked out. This is exactly what I came back for. It's unbelievable. Words can't describe it. These boys are something else, man. Unbelievable. Can't believe it. Just trying to soak it all in. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
This is the reason you come to Ole Miss. Win championships, best teammates in the world, best coaches. I mean, this feeling's surreal. I cannot put it into words. This is unbelievable.
Hopefully we're legends. Hopefully we start a dynasty or something now, but I don't even have words for it. This right here is why I came back. Funnily enough,
my medical school classes start next Tuesday, so perfect timing. At least I got a good excuse to be late.
All those Southern Coop trips.
That's right.
So proud of you, baby. So proud of you.
So proud of these guys. Everything we went through, everything we've overcame, we're champions forever. Forever.
Last team in, last team out. National champions. It's awesome.
Let's go.
To be able to watch them achieve what they had worked so hard to achieve, it's really, really gratifying to be able to watch those guys who I love those players, and to be able to watch them reach that goal is really good. And I think the other thing I think about is the former players. I've been here 8 years. There are a lot of guys that if I squinted my eyes, I could see diving into that dog pile right there with those guys.
Tim just told us keep believing, and that's what we did. He pulled us together and said, never stop believing. We got this. We just got to win one game at a time.
It wasn't like we got used to winning. We didn't get comfortable in our position. We just wanted to have that feeling of winning again every time we went on the field, and that was kind of what I think belief was throughout the whole year. Everybody knowing everybody can succeed.
In life, you're going to face adversity no matter what. It's how you approach them that, is how it's going to affect you.
We did it, baby!
Being in last place of your division 2/3 of the way through the season and winning the national championship, I think that's what this whole season has taught me, and I hope has taught other people. No matter what, just keep believing and keep fighting.
We got a national championship parade to get to. This is exciting but nerve-wracking. Never been on top of one of these double-decker buses before. There's a go right in, Coach.
I go right up there?
Yes, sir, right on the ladder.
All right.
It's unbelievable. There's so many people here. We haven't even gotten to the stadium yet. This is so cool, man. It's awesome.
It's insane, man. Look at this. We're just getting started.
Are we going to have anybody at the stadium? Jeez. Hey!
I'm in my happy place right now.
I mean, this is a movie. It's a movie scene. This is unreal.
Toddy.
Thank you guys.
That was awesome, man.
Toddy.
The crowd is ready. The town is fired up. It was amazing.
The greatest atmosphere in college baseball. I couldn't believe the noise. I couldn't believe how much enthusiasm was in the stands, but most importantly, how much red and blue. And you guys just took over the stadium.
It's unbelievable to believe we're national champions from our story and where we've been at.
But there's one guy, our leader, our guy that gets us going, Coach B. He's taught us, man, whatever you do, just go at it. Just go at it 100% with your chin up and your chest out. So that's what we did, and luckily we played well enough to get in the tournament, and obviously the rest is history. So thank you, Coach, for believing in us and being the true guy that everybody wants to play for.
I tried to warn the country, don't let the Reds get hot, but I don't know, I think they let the Reds get hot, baby.
When I think about this turnaround we've had in the last few months, I know in my heart none of it would have been possible if this group of guys didn't love each other and care about each other, and just a good group of guys. So I want to thank everybody sitting over there and this coaching staff for putting together a family I'll take with me the rest of my life.
The end of every season is the same. The crowds fall silent. The stadiums empty out. And then, each spring when it begins again, a new hope arises. Belief in the possibilities. But this next year, when this stadium fills again, there will be something new. Memories of an epic championship run. A last to first story for the ages. When Swayze roars again, Rebels bring the undeniable knowledge that they are champions. Forever. And the knowledge that all it takes is a little belief.
The 1-2 pitch to the DH on its way. He struck him out!